stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices. Boom shakalaka. Welcome back, voice of the Republic. This is Ed.
And Joel.
And Carl.
And you. We can't do it without you.
Because, you know, we fooled around and fell in love. Because there ain't no mountain high enough to keep us from you.
I didn't memorize the track list.
I'm sorry.
God bless you, Carl.
He blew up all those puns like a cherry bomb.
Oh, I was working on Cherry Bomb.
Oh!
That's all I know.
Nice. But you know what? We really need to escape this downward spiral and get to Republicomms! Woo!
Oh man, and holy cow, you guys finally blew it up. So, like a pager, it's blowing up. Call me. Awesome. We're gonna kick it off with last week we had a blast from the past, and that was our old friend. She's not old. I'm not saying she's old. You don't say that about ladies.
No.
But yeah, Padawan Eagle.
This is bullshit. I write out a whole lot.
Ah! Did I stop her? Sorry, I fucked that up. What? It is bullshit. I can't unmute her.
Different. I just made an outline.
I'm going to...
This is bullshit. I write out a whole lot.
Okay, it's on her end. It's double bullshit, Padawan. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't want different. I just made an outline. Of course, this is completely stupid anyway. Shut up, dog. Okay, but... yeah, I did have some things to say about Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It's one of the better times I've had at a movie for a while. The last time I saw a good movie was, I think, Kick-Ass 2. But most of the time when I go to the movies, I'm not cracking up. At least not lately. That was pretty damn entertaining. Not that I have a whole lot to say theme-wise. I really hope they go on further. Also, a little irritated about the little clip after the credits. Little irritated. My girlfriend knows about it. But, yeah, people out.
Knows about it. She won't tell us.
Well, you know, like, there's a lot of pushback, even on the forum. Like, people really up in arms about the, spoiler, the Howard the Duck at the end of the movie, you know? I mean, like, there was people who was like, we had people legitimately on the forum saying, don't stay after the credits. Like, they were that up in arms about it, you know? It's like they were just ready to punch someone, apparently.
Why so? It's unrelated, whatever.
Yeah.
I think just because it was Howard the Duck, you know? And it's like such a, I don't know, such a punching bag for movies and sci-fi and comics, you know, just and Lucas fans.
Yeah, and I think that might be the common thread is like because we have a lot of Star Wars fans in there, and I don't think even among comic fans that people realize Howard the Duck was a comic first that was adapted into the movie, and it was an old Marvel comic, so I don't think a lot of people knew that's why he was in there, is because he's a Marvel character. I think people just thought they were just pulling stuff out, like maybe like, oh, they bought Star Wars and they got Howard the Duck in the deal for some reason, you know, something like that, and so they just threw him in for no good reason. I think that's part of what the frustration is, but still, like, people were really angry about it. Some people were. I don't understand it, but I mean, you're right, I guess, but it caught me off guard.
I was more upset that there was a Russian dog running around still in this, you know, this awful outfit from the 60s. That's just cruel.
I was upset that Benicio del Toro still looked that pretty.
Yeah.
He was pretty.
Lights and makeup, kids. Lights and makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Eagle, for calling in again and cussing 60% less than last time. That's great. Damn proud of you. She's smoking Tourette cigarettes.
She was last week. Yeah.
Oh,
she was great.
Cool. So we also heard from longtime listener, good friend Jamie Baca. Let's go to Canada, guys. I got the wrong controls.
Let's see what he's all about.
Hey, voice of the Republic! Welcome back, guys. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never fucking heard of that until the movie came out, and a lot of people online are all like, oh yeah, blah, 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 being all like, I've already heard of it, and I haven't, so fuck you all! Anyways, it's Sunday fun day. I'm about to go out, so I just thought I'd give you guys a call because Ed said, hey, Republicomm time, so here I am. Fucking Star Wars, I'm excited for Episode 7. Have you guys seen the new Stormtrooper helmets? Check that out. That came out, I think those photos came out after you guys were talking about it, but fuck, check out those new buckets. Yeah! Anyways, Carl, Ed, Mikey, if you're in this episode, love you, man. Great job on the CD. I'm going to send you that in the mail, in the shirt. Love you guys. Sorry, not trying to plug in on the Republicomm. But anyways, yeah, love all the stuff you guys are doing. Ed, those videos, I don't know if you want to talk about it on your show, but the ones from 1990 when you guys were teenagers and big dorks. Holy shit. God. Oh my God. It's almost like I wish I knew you guys back then, you know. Anyways, love you guys. Can't say that enough. Keep doing what you do, and hopefully see you soon. Bye, motherfuckers.
He explodes like a house.
Sounded like he was on a boat.
I think that's just how phones sound in Canada.
Got you, it.
That was keep it real. Thanks, Jamie.
So what you guys, because you guys are more graphically inclined, what do you think of the new buckets for the Stormtroopers?
Have you avoided them completely?
I tried. I saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much an opinion. Just the fact that they just keep changing looks on stuff that really shouldn't actually be changing. Logically, if there was a galactic civil war, as we know there was in the Star Wars storyline, pretty much things would have come to a halt on production of most stuff, obviously, except for Imperial-type things. However, why would they still be trying to improve upon a design of which they've had running for so many years?
I think it's kind of inevitable. I mean, without the progression of the clones, but just in terms, technology is going to move forward, especially when it comes to war. War will always change and evolve. So not only is it just marketing that we need new stormtroopers, since there apparently is going to be stormtroopers. I don't know. It just seems like the next logical step that we're going to have to evolve the stormtrooper.
No, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I want to essentially have no bias, no anything on Episode 7 until I get to go see it. I want to just go see it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just it.
And it's so hard to avoid this stuff, especially when you're doing a show like this. So have you actually avoided the images then, Ed?
Because that's the thing about, number one, everybody knows that I bleed Star Wars, so even when I quit the show, I couldn't avoid it. And now that we have the show, most of my information, I don't need to seek it out because I know that eventually someone's going to post it either on Facebook, on Twitter, or on my wall. So yeah. I mean, I probably had 4 postings regarding these stupid helmets, and I'm sure there's probably more that are coming this week.
There you go. So, I'm interested to see, because I'm wondering if they're not actually stormtroopers per se. That possibly it's them trying to reestablish the Republic, because they had clone troopers before. Yeah, but that's the thing, is maybe they're trying to rebrand it. It's here's a new helmet. These aren't the scary. These are modern. They're friendly. I don't know. I'm interested to see why they're in the movie more than why they changed.
Yeah, it would seem odd for them to just keep the stormtroopers around in general, with it being the new Jedi Order and everything.
It's like Germany keeping the Nazi flag. It's but it works. It's popular.
And here's the thing: is who's to say that the Civil War is over? The Civil War still might be going on because in Return of the Jedi, all they did was blow up a Death Star and kill the Emperor. It's not like he didn't have an entire government in place. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, sure, it would be a blow, and a lot of their resources are lost because of the destruction of the second Death Star. But I mean, even in like the Thrawn books and stuff like that, you know, it's like there's still remnants of the Empire still functioning. There's still core planets and things that are probably still going to be wanting to keep a hold of that power. And so, you know, we're all assuming that the Civil War is ended at Return of the Jedi. It still might be going on by the time 7 rolls around.
Absolutely, because you have to realize this isn't just on one planet. It's not one planet Star Wars. This is a galaxy, and not even just a solar system. It's a galaxy where all this stuff is going on. So, you know, the Rebels... Great, they struck at the core and they won there, but exactly like you're saying. And people who have power and the weapons to back it up, why would they give it up?
Yeah.
So, yeah, could be exciting.
It's going to be interesting to see how it works out.
We'll see. We're never going to know for sure until it's out.
Exactly.
So that's how I sleep at night. Cool. Well, thanks, Jamie. And now we're going to kick it over to longtime listener, first-time caller, Jeff Sindenberger.
Hey guys, Jeff and Aurora. Thought Guardians was great. It was funny. It was quick. It was well paced. They told me not a lot about the characters I didn't know anything about going in, but enough for me to enjoy the story and want to know more. I laughed a lot. I thought it was really, really funny. James Gunn did a really good job directing, and the art, the design was fantastic. I was just really impressed. I thought that it was a stretch for this franchise. I think Disney gambled a lot, letting Marvel spend that kind of money on a franchise that, you know, 8 or 10 people know anything about. So kind of encourages me about the you know, off topic about what, you know, they may let Lucasfilm do, because if Disney let them gamble on Guardians of the Galaxy, let Marvel gamble, you know, $200 million on that, then maybe there's somewhere in the universe for Scarada and Darman and Phi and a Tin to show up on a big screen somewhere. But you know, fanboys got a dream. Well, talk to you later, fellas. Thanks a lot. Love the show. Bye.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, I think it's really interesting, and I want to, before we talk about the Star Wars implications, I want to point out something that I'm sure Ed will really appreciate, and it's something that I noticed, and not even being like a graphic guy. I love the fact that in Guardians of the Galaxy, everyone had distinctive ship designs. The Ravager ships looked like one ships. You know, the Creed, their ships look different than everyone else's. The Nova Corps ships look different. You know, when you came into, or out in nowhere, all the pods, they look different than everything else. Yeah. And it's a good eye for art, and it's good, clever design to have everything look unique, yet still within the same universe.
It's true. Star-Lord's ship is actually supposed to be a little bit different. Do you know its name?
Yes. I caught that.
The Star-Lord ship is named the Milano, after his childhood crush,
Alyssa Milano.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was named after his favorite cookie.
Nope. No, this isn't Pepperidge Farm. This is the real world, not the cookie world.
My world is a cookie world. What's wrong with that?
Who knows if they still have cookies out in space where Star-Lord is?
Yeah.
At least still dream about Alyssa Milano.
Feeding him cookies. I think it's a win.
Milano cookies.
You know, and I'll be surprised.
He likes Chessman better.
I was really surprised how long it took people to catch on to that, because that was a joke that I got when he first says like, bring around the Milano. I was like, oh, of course he's talking about Alyssa Milano, because she was a kind of a teen heartthrob. And, well, yeah, that makes sense. You know, and
in '88. Isn't that when he was?
I think it was. What was it, 82, 83 when he got taken?
Yeah. When was he taken?
It was somewhere. It's the early to mid '80s for sure. I forget. I did only see Guardians once, but
Because she would have been not much older than him, so not even a teen heartthrob at that point.
Yeah, I mean, so she 84 is when she really hit the scene. So
which I believe
As a
is, I
child
think
actor.
84 is when he was taken. He was very young. Maybe that was his first crush.
yeah, so she would have been on Who's the Boss at that point.
Maybe, whatever.
Go.
Fine. Can we actually table the Star Wars for another show? Because it sounds like we can definitely go and go and go with that.
Yeah, but I'm sure we could.
Make a
So
whole show out of it.
it seems like we could. Yeah, like for going on for almost a decade.
What? Wait, what's
Totally.
this Star Wars thing?
The Star Wars.
But yeah, thanks, Jeff. We'll definitely tackle that because I think it is interesting to compare Marvel to Disney, and we could definitely spend a whole show doing that. So
Welcome it. Right on. So we also have an email from another fan, Jim Goff, who didn't get to send a voicemail, I think because he feels hindered by the 2 to 3 minute limit. So he's trying to use a loophole of email. So here we go, and I shall read his email, starting off in the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey guys! If you haven't already figured it out, it's your old pal Jim! I think you guys should really do a Marvel Cinematic Universe show. I had more to say, but I'll limit it to this one thing. This time. Anyway, man, doesn't Guardians of the Galaxy make that Green Lantern movie look like an even bigger pile of shit? I didn't even think Green Lantern was that bad, but damn! Marvel really showed up DC, which is weird because I've always felt DC was the company that had the sci-fi side of a superhero comic book shit on lock. I haven't even heard of the Guardians when this movie was announced, but that's because while I can tell you at least a long boiled down TV guide style description sentence. Jim? Swear to God. I mean, I'm Arnold. It's not his first language. Or yours. Of their lesser known characters like Luke Cage to you, Iron Fist or Fin Fang Foom. I know next to nothing about Marvel's cosmic side. Pass the mic.
And that is also isn't to say that I'm a Marvel fanboy. My favorite literary character of all time is Batman. Guardians was such a crowd pleaser. Even though technically all superhero movies are sci-fi, this one really went for it. And for once, it worked. And I still feel like Thor the Dark World should get more credit for this too. I love the mixture of the sci-fi and fantasy stuff. The cynics in all of us, because we Vorons seem to be old crusty curmudgeons. Only many a handful of years of yelling at kids to get off our lawn can scoff at the baby dancing Groot as shenanigans, but it put a smile on me face. But they really took some chances. All the throwback music, a talking tree and a raccoon, that got my dick message. Shit, does that beginning really punch you in the gut?
that's hard to follow. Okay. And I said this on the group, but while yes, Groot and Rocket were great, not enough is being said about Batista as Drax and Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, don't you know? I could go on for days about Chris Pratt. I'll forever be obsessed with Parks and Recs in the Lego movie. But Batista was surprisingly good, but maybe, as Carl put it, a bit too subtle to be a breakout. Plus, I can't do Minnesota the whole time. Plus, I'm also a Doctor Who fan, so I thoroughly enjoyed. I can't do it. Karen Gillian as Nebula. We were really spoiled with MCU.
Quitter.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I should have at least pre-read this because it's so hard. We were really spoiled with MCU movies this year, and I love how both Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy were great, but in totally different ways. If Warner Brothers thinks cramming anything they possibly can in the Superman v Spider-Man v Batman to kickstart whatever the fuck, they might be in for a surprise. Not fiscally, probably. Wait. Financially, not financially probably. That movie is going to make an obscene amount of money, but they won't be able to match what Marvel has laid the groundwork for since 2008. Because we are Guardians of the Galaxy, bitch, and we all have a little Kevin Bacon. So
That's true. In some ways, we are a little like Kevin Bacon. A little footloose.
That might be on Awesome Mix Volume 2.
yeah,
Could be. Yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh, come on. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
That was a fun read. Yeah, I think we covered most of this. Yeah, we're stoked, and I'm sure we'll do another. I don't know. I'm sure we'll have an MCU show. After, we'll discuss it after the show ends.
And I will say I agree with him. I think the Dark World from Thor. I did like how it was really fantasy heavy, and I thought that was a nice little change of pace for Marvel. So I'm glad to see them striking out from within the superhero comfort zone. But we've already talked about that in past episodes. So
Totally, and I think even this round table of salty veterans, if we can find pleasure in this movie after seeing everything, like it's been there, it's done, it was called Superman 2, whatever.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, Simpsons did it, Wrath-a-Con, all the tropes. So, this is exciting. Can't wait to see where they go next.
yeah.
I'm in.
Awesome. Well, cool. Yeah, we also had a ton of feedback on YouTube. Should we just skip that, or?
I'll bust it out just real quick.
Bust it.
Jamon, regarding our Rebels show, I love the video, but you guys should do a video on all the good Star Wars EU. We could dedicate an entire episode to Republic Commandos, but it's been done before. No, but we could, and we might. So yeah, we'll definitely take that into advisement. Thank you very much.
Totally.
Murdoch Trash Bag, regarding the Trace Blue episode. I'm really surprised you don't have more views, and sorry to see Cinematic Titanic has ended. I hope to see them live someday. I wouldn't count them out. Like, talking to Trace, he pretty much just said, it ran its course. I don't think anyone said that it's never going to come back. So, here in a few years, they might get the itch to do something like Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they all get back together, and you see it back out on the road again. That'd be kind of nice.
We'll see.
Yeah, Jamon. He seems to be new to the world of Mad Max. He replied, "Mad Max dubbed in American. I prefer my commentaries done in Spanish, but this will do." So, yes.
Cool. That means he's watching, and glad to have you, dude.
Yeah, and I do know there was a couple people who are kind of talking that have not seen Mad Max. Do it. Go out, see Mad Max. It's the first one's on Netflix. Track down Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome. You will not be disappointed. They're all great movies.
Nope. You will love us forever, more than you do today.
So that's it. That's the YouTube comments. Yay! Keep them coming, folks.
That's it. Yeah, I'm so terrible at this code.
So do you have?
Yeah. So we are good for this week, and for those of you sticking around, Joel's a good friend. Forgot to mention at the top of the show, but I have to, before I plug Joel's site again, got to go ahead and plug my game. My game is finished, and a lot of the Vorons know about it, but you may not. And it's called Nerd Alert. Sadly, it's only for Apple right now, but the Android is coming around in autumn, and you can get it, free download, hell of a lot of fun. You get to be the nerds. I'm sure it's totally unfamiliar to you listeners and watchers, but you get to put annoying bullies on their butts. So go check it out in the iTunes Store, iPad, iPhone, Nerd Alert.
A lot of fun. Played it myself.
Thanks, Joel.
I haven't played it, but it looks fun.
I played it, and I created it, and I say it's fun.
Yes. And I should say that I haven't played it because I own all Android devices. So that's what happens when you're a second-class citizen. You have to wait around for a bit.
True. That's the way the world works, Carl. Kids, this is a life lesson. Cool. So next week we're gonna go ahead and plug this right now for again you guys hanging out. You get the good stuff. We'll be back with the host of Across the Streams, which is all about Ghostbusters. We're stoked.
Yeah.
We ain't afraid of ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you out there should stay puffed.
And I would like to thank again Joel Siegel for being on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. It has
cool.
been fun.
It's nice to have an ass back in the third seat. So, and I'm glad that we were able to have someone as
I
awesome as
asked for
you.
it.
Yeah. And once again, where can we find your work?
You can find my work Facebook, Etsy. Just pretty much if you search just Joel D. Siegel, Joel, D is in dog, Siegel, Siegel. You can even type that in .com, you'll get to my site. Type it into Facebook, you'll find my page. Type it into Etsy, you'll find my shop. Type it into Twitter. You'll find that there too. All over. Social media covered.
Yeah. And Joel, he's around the on the Facebook page, so you can say hi.
And what's your next convention appearance? So
I will
know.
be at Wizard World Chicago this next coming weekend. And as a matter of fact, in the beginning of fall, I will be at New York Comic Con. So those Vorons of you that are in the New York City area, you can see me there.
Well, definitely do it, folks. Go out there. Support the great artists. Don't just say you support comics. Go out and actually do it.
Yeah, don't be afraid of Artist Alley. There's good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like Joel.
Some of us are biters, though.
Cool. Well, that wraps up another week. Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you around Facebook. But until that time, may the Force
be with
that ass.
Star Trek lean.
Oh, that was good.
And we're done.
Yeah, thanks for doing it.